Hey y'all, it's your favorite friend, me, and I miss y'all so much. What have y'all been up to? Let me tell you what. First of all, I don't know. So maybe any of you, does it feel like sometimes like, I don't know, and maybe that's exactly, I was about to say, does it feel like time like just goes, and it's just like, it's like it never stops, but I think honestly, that's exactly what time does. But y'all, I miss y'all. I came off of last week, I was sick, and I don't know, for whatever reason, during the sickness, like I just coughed and coughed. I had the worst cough that I have ever had in my life, I think. And I coughed so much, it caused me to like lose my voice real bad. And so this last few weeks, the last week I've been trying to do a little bit of vocal rest to get my voice back. And trying to get my mojo going to kind of get back into the swing of things, coming off of kind of feeling icky. So I feel like I'm getting back, y'all. I just feel like I've said 1,000 times, I gotta do that video, I gotta do this video, I gotta do this video. And here it is, kind of Saturday morning. Y'all, I laid down to take a nap at like, had it been like 5. Y'all, I woke up, it was 1 o'clock. It's almost 3 now. And so also may that be a little bit of encouragement to you. Even if you're trying to do something, you're trying to stay on track, if you miss it, don't. I got a little overwhelmed earlier. I had an emotional moment and I was just like, I'm not getting my videos done in time. Like, people are gonna stop watching. And, and my husband was like, just do it. Do it whenever. He was like, do it when you feel better. Do it he was like, later, throw on something and just do it. He was like, don't beat yourself up about it. He was like, and so he really encouraged me. So I just want to pass that along to you. If there's something that you're doing, first of all, let me tell you, the devil, the big devil is going to always try to make you feel like if he can get up here, he's got you. So, try to block out I heard somebody call it one time stinking thinking. Try to block out all that stinking thinking and just get it done. And even if it's late, if you're dieting and you mess up and you gotta start over, just start over. Just go, look, today wasn't a good day, we're gonna start over tomorrow. Well, we'll get it going tomorrow. And it's sometimes you do the best you can do, but you just keep going. You keep going. So yeah, look what I got. Look what I got. I feel like, have y'all missed this? As soon as I got home, I was like, oh, my fellowship jar. And so we're going to be pulling today. I'm not going to hold y'all too long in this video, but I do miss y'all. And just for if you're just watching, I am on a fellowship and connection journey. And it really all started when I was a little girl. I remember asking, why do I go to school? Like, I go to school with my friends, but I don't go to church with all of my friends. Like, I had white friends, black friends, and, I only went to church with a few amount of people. So I guess it was something I was thinking about, like, as an adult. And I was just like, why don't we all go to church together? Like, why is fellowship so, like, everything kind of feels like it's in its own, like, compartment and department. And I'm just like, what happens if one day we all just say, okay, look, today I'm going to go fellowship with somebody I've never met before. Like, I'm going to go to a church I've never been to before. Or I'm going to just, I'm going to put myself out there and meet new people, do new things. And all at the chance that maybe you get to encourage somebody or meet somebody new. You never know. This story is kind of cool because I talk about fellowship and connection. And one of the things that I would get, I was in Arizona in this, y'all. I think we've been to Texas, we've been to Mexico, we've been to Arizona, we've been to Tennessee. It just like the last few weeks have just been mad. But we were in Arizona and we did a show at Jesters, which is, if you have never seen us do improv comedy, it's something to behold. It's so fun for us. Like, I get so nervous doing it because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing there. And then everybody afterwards is like, y'all were great. So really, it's an opportunity. It's just a good improv, family friendly fun. So if we're ever in Gestures in Arizona, you have to come out and see it because it is us like you've never seen us before. But I was there one night and I met a girl named Kylie. And she was just young and vibrant, and she was just like, oh my gosh. She was like, I love your personality. She was like, you just like, you're glowing and all the things. And we started talking, and we like, I don't even know, like we just started having a conversation about, just being Christians in like today's world. And we started just talking about like fun little Bible things that we have been studying and going on. And somewhere down in the conversation, I found out she was Mormon. And I was like, I had no clue. And so it just really kind of it just blessed me, because in a sense, I was like, and I told her, I said, I don't really know much about like the Church of Jesus Christ and the Latter-day Saints. I was like, I've only seen it on commercials. And so which kind of led us more into talk about like, for her to tell me a little bit more about the Church of Latter-day Saints. And, she was just telling me a little bit, but also like we were just kind of sharing each other's stories, and just like it was a divine connection. I felt like I'd known her my entire life. And like, as we were speaking, I was just like, it's so funny, because I was just telling myself the day before, I was like, not being home, being able to, I really can only do the churches, but I only have my basket for like the churches, in this area. And I was like, I really need to do one for Nashville or for Tennessee. So when I'm there, on the Sundays that I'm there, I can go and visit and fellowship, and I can kind of do it all over, And but it was just, but I was worried the day before I met her. I was like, I feel so far away when I'm like in doing my fellowship journey, and it feels like it takes forever when I'm not home to get home to do it again. And I just thought it was so beautiful. The next day I had this it was a big moment for me, because, it just showed that like I think sometimes we allow things to divide us as people, as Christians, as like we let little things divide us. And sometimes if we just open ourselves to connection, you never know where God will take you. You never know who he'll bump you into. And so we talk a little bit on Instagram from time to time, and we're talking about things that we're reading, and books and Bible verses, but just just sharing stories. And literally it's like I've been friends with her my whole life. But it was just so beautiful that I had that question. I'm like, God, when am I gonna, I can't wait to get back to keep on my fellowship and connection journey. And I feel like it was his way of showing me that it's all connection. It's all fellowship, and you can do it anywhere. And, and it really showed me, sometimes I used to hear this phrase about, being like, going to church on Sunday, and then Monday you meet a whole nother different person. But it was just a really beautiful illustration for me, because every single day you run into the opportunity, you're presented with the opportunity to connect and to fellowship and to share love. Even if it's not necessarily sharing Jesus or sharing God, you just get the opportunity to share love with somebody, a stranger. Hold the door, say good morning, compliment somebody's outfit, compliment somebody's earring, compliment their hat. Every day there's an opportunity for that if we're open to, if we're open to connection and fellowship. And so I just want to say that even if you're not on this particular journey where you got to sit behind the camera and you say, hey, I met this person, I met that person, I went to this church, I went to that church. So even if that's not your journey, you can still be on a fellowship and connection journey every single day. If you wake up and you say, listen, today I'm going to hold the door for somebody. I'm going to hold the door and I'm going to tell them good morning. Or today I'm going to compliment 3 people on, if maybe I see a piece of jewelry or a jacket or a shirt, I'm going to make 3 compliments today. Or, maybe you say, look, I'm in the line, I'm getting my coffee. I want to pay for the person's coffee behind me. Every day there's an opportunity for connection and fellowship. And so, and I don't know, like I said, I'm so excited that God has just taken me so far with, the whole thing. Okay, so now, listen, I told you I wasn't gonna be here for long tonight, and I promise I'm not. So you know what time it is. You know what time it is. So today is Saturday, and so tomorrow is Sunday, and I've got to go to Nashville tomorrow. I'm gonna give this a stir up. But I'm headed to Nashville tomorrow evening. So tomorrow morning, we're about to find out where I'm going to fellowship. Okay, let's see. Better drum roll, please. Okay, I think this is one. I'll let y'all see first. Let's see, where is this? Let me see if I can read it like that. Let me turn around because I can't read it. One Way. Is that One Way International Ministries in Hattiesburg, and they start at 11. Okay, I'll just put INTERN. One Way I'm gonna maybe say international. One Way International Ministries in Hattiesburg. Well, y'all, I'll see y'all Sunday morning. And I just want to remind y'all, look, every day you get an opportunity to open your heart for a connection and fellowship in some way, shape, or form. And you know, this journey that I've been on, I would 10 out of 10 recommend, absolutely, positively, just jumping out there to do it. Jumping out there to be a part of putting some good back into the world. Also, a special thank you to First United Church, which was the very first church we started on this journey with. PGC, Pentecostals of the Gulf Coast in Biloxi, Mississippi, Rolling Hills Baptist Church in, address says Carrier, but it feels a little bit like McNeil or Poplarville to me. So, and again, I would recommend all three of those churches. They are, if you are in the area, you're looking to start a journey like this, or you just want to reach out and branch out and fellowship, or you want to just change up your scenery and you say, look, I want something new. So I've been to all three of those places, and I'd highly, highly, highly recommend those. And looks like I'm gonna get to add One Way International to my list on Sunday. So I'm excited, headed to Hattiesburg Sunday. So I love y'all, and thank y'all again so much for coming along on this journey with me. And keep loving each other. Keep being open to connection and fellowship. And I don't know, I believe that if we can let those walls down of the little things that separate us, and we let go of the things that separate us, we can start to focus on the things that connect us in the most beautiful ways. And so look, I love y'all. I need to go lay down and go to sleep because I got a show today, and I don't know, my schedule is off, but I love y'all. I can't wait to see y'all soon. Y'all be blessed. Love on each other. Love yourself. Take care of each other.